Hey, this is Rosa, RCG Creations. How are you? I'm going to be making a card for an autistic little girl in Canada who's feeling kind of blue, but her birthday's coming up, and just cheering her up. It's just a wreck of kindness card, giving her just, don't know her, don't know anything about her, but a friend of mine at a swap had posted that she wanted ask her, the people in the swap group, if they would send her a card. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to, I went ahead and cut this. This is, I wish I had the name, but I don't. This is from Treasure Box Designs, Pink and Maine. And aren't these the cutest little dies? Oh, let me get some white cardstock put back here so you can see it. But aren't those the cutest little stamps? Those are so cute. And anyway, and the messages say, I choose you, that blows, you blow me away, popping by and pop. Those are really cute, aren't they? So I went ahead, because she's a little girl, I chose the little girl with a splatter of bubble gum. I don't know what to do with the bottom. I don't know if that's a bubble or not, but I didn't want to make it look like a bubble because I already had this and that had to pop. The bubble in her mouth would pop, pop, pop and stuff. And then I chose the phrase popping by. Then underneath that on the inside, I'm going to put happy birthday. So I'm going to be making a tag, and I don't think I've done a video showing how to make the tags, but I've got the We Are Memory Keepers tag punch board. And I'm just going to follow the directions because it's been quite a while since I've used it. And this tug board, I think I have done a video, but I'm not for sure. Anyway, here's another one. Okay, so what you want to do is, oh, I see, I remember now. You cut any rectangle size square that you want. And this makes anywhere from 1 to 3.5 inches wide. And then, so this is just some scraps that I had left over. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut right here. And that'll be a scrap for something else. This will be the one when I'm going to make my tag. So I'm going to line this up. There's the little grid marks, and you line it up wherever you want it. And I'm going to do it at wherever it is that you line it up at. There's where it's going to cut, and then when you flip it over, you're going to do the same thing. So just remember what number or letter. Actually, this is numbers. So this is on number. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Take that back. These are letters. Sorry, but these little things are so tiny. They're tiny little. I'm kind of putting it at an angle so you can sort of see, but they're tiny little letters. Anyway, I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to angle this at the letter H. So I line it up, letter H. That's what I'm going to do. Close my lid. Get my blade. And then I'm just going to cut right here. Then you just flip it over, do the same thing. Put it on the letter H. And I'm sorry, but I'm picking this up because I need to line it up. And I have a glare from my light above my craft table here, which is great to see everything, but it's not good when you're starting to see these little bitty, tiny little markings that are carved into the punch board. Okay. So there is my little tag. So let me close this back up, close this, and this is the little hole puncher to make a little hole. See, there's a little hole there. And then you just line it up wherever you want to line it up. And this also has grid marks also down here. And these grid marks are in inches. Oh, you know what, I really can't see. It's on here. Oh yeah, here we go. 2.5, 2, 1.5, 1, can't tell what that one is. And what you want to do is you want to line it up so you get it right in the dead center. Is you want to line it up. But you know what? I'm just going to eyeball it because I'm okay with that. I'm just going to eyeball where I think is in the center because the hole's behind here. So I'm just going to line that up to that area. And there's where I'm going to punch it. And I did not too bad, not too shabby. I'm just eyeballing it. If you want to do the measurements, go ahead, help yourself. But you know what? That's it. That's done. We're done. We just made our tag. Now, of course, I'm going to cut it down to fit to the card that I'm making. But you can make these tags. I keep mine in a little sheet protector. I buy the heavy duty ones. And I buy them like at the office. I think it's Office Depot, Staples, one of those two. And then I just write them on here. And I've got a rack behind me that's wire shelving that we got at like Home Depot, Lowe's, but it's got the little wires with the coated wire, and then I put some S-hooks on it, and I just hang all my punch boards are hung like that, and I see the corner of it, so I know exactly what it is, and they're all done in alpha order, because y'all know me, I gotta do everything, and my OCD kicks in, I gotta have the alpha order for everything. So anyway, so that's that one. Let me move this out of the way. And this is my base card. Okay. And I don't want to make it too big, but I want it to be big enough. So I'm just going to get myself a pencil mark. And this is where I'm going to cut it. I want to cut it the same edge as the base of the card. Okay, so let me get my trimmer. Let me put this in the garbage. Let me get my trimmer here. Sorry for the reach there. But I got my little pencil mark. Line this up to make sure that it's straight. Looks straight. Garbage that. And that's a good size, but I'm going to go ahead and ink it. I'm going to color it and offset this a little bit. So I'll be back in a few minutes and show the rest of that. Okay, great. Thanks. I'm back. What I'm doing now is stenciling some little wavy lines on the side here, just for a different look, different dimension. And I'm using my Dewdrop Brilliance colors. I want to do these in 2 tones because this is for a little child, so I want to make it colorful and want it to stand out for her. So I'm going to be doing some color blending. I didn't want to go with the traditional. I wanted to do something different for her instead of going to the same old. And let's just see what it looks like. But I'm going to be doing these lines and coloring these down the line. I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the first 5 one color, then the other 5 another color. Kind of like an ombre effect look type of thing. And I'm going to continue coloring on the stencils, and then I'll bring you back and you'll see the final result. And one of these days when I learn how to fast forward so the video isn't really long, I'll do that. But right now I'm just going to start and stop, start and stop. And then I'll just add them all together, clip it and edit when I'm doing my editing. But I am kind of, again, I'm self-taught on all this techie computer stuff. So have trial and error, don't know what I'm doing, learn as I go, mess up, okay, oh well. But I kind of enjoy teaching myself something new. I'm getting out of my comfort zone of, oh, let me do this myself. And I'm learning. And this is, I'm going to be honest with you, this is a good way to practice on your coloring, your blending, you're doing your inks. And, you know, just do a different project or something out of your norm. And practice every day until you get, number one, see if you like that medium that you're working with. Number two, don't like it, go into another medium, and you didn't invest a whole lot of money on something that you thought you would like, but turned out it wasn't for you, because I've learned that not everything is made for everybody. Like me, for example, I've been a crafter for over 40 years now, and a couple of years ago I was really into jewelry and making jewelry beads, and I've got a lot of kind of expensive tools and stuff with the jewelry bead making, and I got some really kind of pricey beads, because we're not talking the little Walmart specials, we're talking the real crystals, the Swarovski crystals, and I have a lot of them, and then also the chains and all that goes to making the jewelry, the necklace, the rings, the bracelets, the anklets. I was even for a while there cutting my own stones and doing the wire cutting for those big stones and stuff, but I have the tools. I'm count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to count before I go too far, and I still have everything, you know, and I'm hoping to, I really would like to get back into that as something different besides doing my paper crafts, and you know, give them out as gifts and stuff, and that's the goal. So that's why I hang on to some of that stuff. And then before that, I was really into needlepoint, embroidery, not needlepoint. I tried to learn to crochet, couldn't do it. I had all kinds of people show me how to do it. I just couldn't grasp the concept of it all, so I gave that up. Didn't even all I ever bought was those little needle things, and a couple of pieces of material, and iron on. Back then you used to iron on your design so you know where to color and what color to go where and all that, but gave that up, gave it all away, didn't keep any of that stuff. Now what I'm doing is I'm done. I'm going to go to my next color, but I don't want to contaminate my ink, so I'm going to clean my brush, and I'm basically just going to wipe off the excess on this plain piece of paper. Then I'm just getting my, this is a, I always forget the name of these towels, microfiber towels, that's what they're called. And I'm going to scrape off the excess, and then you see this, the one's got color, this one does not. So what I'm going to do here, I just want to make sure I'm in focus with y'all. See, there's no more color. There's no color to it. So I know that it's clean. Now I can go to my next color. And I'm going to start on the bottom, because then I'm going to mix a little bit of this color with that color to get myself the little ombre effect. It's not going to be totally ombre because I'm not going slowly from one color to the other. I just want to get the ones in the middle to kind of offset each other to sort of give me the ombre look without the ombre look. And hopefully I get what I want to do and what I'm thinking I want to do and stuff. So anyway, you get the gist of it, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the video, and I'll bring you back when I'm at the next phase. Thanks. Hey, I'm back. I finished this side of coloring, and now I'm doing this one, and this is going to be more of the ombre effect over here. And I'm almost done. I just wanted to show you, all I'm doing is doing a light touch. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the brush, and this is does take some detail, does take some time. It's not done really fast, and the reason you don't want to go really fast is because you don't want to have any harsh marks or apply too much ink in one spot, because you want it to blend and blend into each other so it looks like it's all natural. And so that's why you want to do a little bit here, a little bit there, smooth it around. I've watched a bunch of videos from different people, like Jennifer McGuire, what's her name? I just lost my train of thought there. Janie the Craft Princess, Jen Evers from Quality Crafts, May Made It, and all different ones. You know, and basically almost all of them I see do go in a circular motion. And I think that gives you more of the soft blend look, at least in my experience. And again, I'm not really familiar with this. I just started doing this past year. But I'm getting a lot better the more I practice. So this is definitely a technique you definitely want to practice as much as you can. And so you get a little bit better, and I do see that I'm getting better as the more that I practice. So here's that last color. I'm finished. I'm pretty happy with that, but now I'm going to go back with the second color, which is the pearlescent purple. And I'm going to go back. Oh, I want to make sure I'm going to clean my brush because I don't want to get them contaminated. Only because these are pearlescent ones, I don't want to make sure they're not combined. And I'm just going to go back in and smooth this section so it blends smoother and you don't see any harsh lines there. And I'm lucky because I've got a small area that I'm working in. But see how it kind of blends in with each other? Now you see these two right here? Let me bring this up so you can see that. I'm hoping you can, but let me just in case. See this part right here? From right here to right here. You can sort of see where it's not really blended very well. So what I'm going to do is, this is my middle one. Yeah. And I'm just going to, I'm doing this lightly. And I'm just smoothing it over. Okay, now I'm going to get the pink. But first I'm going to clean my brush out. Put it on your white piece of paper. And look, there's no color. So I'm good to go. Now I'm going to get my pink. I'm just going to close these up, guys. I'm just paranoid I'm going to spill or do something. I'm going to drop it and I'm going to get ink everywhere. I tend to do that. So I've just got a little bit of ink. I don't have a whole lot. And I'm just barely touching the paper. And then as I'm going along, I add a little bit more pressure, but I'm not doing a whole lot of pressure. You start off really light. Move it in circular motions. And ta-da! Yay! And I'm going to bring this up. You see how it's a lot more blended now? And that's another quick little tip that I learned. Oh, and another thing is, because I wanted a certain straight lines, I use my washi tape. And I am using my Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station. Oh, look what I just did. I just realized I didn't go to the very edge. So, I need to go back, but I'm going to do this first. I'm going to pull this part off to make sure that I went to the very edge of that one. And I did. Nope, no I didn't. See that down there? See here, I messed up on this edge. I didn't go to the edge, and then here I've got a little strip. So I need to fix that. So bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off this excess because I don't want to get any ink on the inside of that card when I move this around. And I'm going to get a wipey and wipe it down just to be on the safe side, because I'm going to be facing this down and I don't want to get any ink on the inside of that card. And look, it's a good thing I did, because look, there's ink on there. Let me turn this around. Okay, that's clean. Let me blow it out a little bit. Let me get my little towel. I always have a scrap washcloth just to soak up any extra moisture. And if it gets stained or dirty, I don't care, because it's made. This is my little junky towel. Okay, so let me get that out of the way. Now, okay, now it's dry. Now I can put this back over here. So now I'm going to face it toward me, so I want to make sure that when I'm doing my washi, whenever I'm out and about and I'm buying, or if I'm on Facebook or the marketplace or whatever, and I see a color of washi of something that I know I won't use, and it's very, very inexpensive, I buy it. And I buy it for this reason, as I use it to help mask. Mask off so I get a more professional look. And it's just a ever so tiny little area here, but still I don't want to see it, so I'm just going to do right there, and I'm going to make it easy on myself, and I'm just going to use the ombre look to go over. So let's see, this is my dark. I have one for the dark colors and one for light colors in that same size, because this set of brushes comes in 2 sizes of every size. See, here's a great big one, and here's a little bit smaller. So those 2 are my big ones. This is my mediums. And then I have these long narrow ones, which I really enjoy, and I have 2 of these, and then 2 of the little round ones. So I keep one brush for the dark colors and one for the light colors. See, there's a little round one. Here's another one of this color, these 2 shapes, but of course one's bigger than the other, because no 2 are the same size. Oh, I guess that's it. So this one doesn't have a partner, but these 2 are close enough. Okay, so this is my dark. Let me do my purple. I'm doing my purple. And again, I'm going to go ever so light, because I just want, you know, I'm going to get my magnets because I don't want this to move on me. And I just want to color that little line there. There we go. And that washi's protecting it. Okay, so clean off my brush. Get back to the other color. And let me get to the pink. And it's just a little bitty strip there. Not very much at all. And then I'm just going to do it really light. And then I'm going to add some pressure, because I just want to get that white strip line off of there. Okay, now I'm going to finish off the top, so I'm going to get more and more ink, because I want to finish off this top here. And that'll take care of the very top. For me, I find it a little bit easier just to hold onto the ink pad and then bring the brush to the ink. So now I'm going to fix my mistake. That's another thing, is when you're doing this for the first time, make sure you double check. I should have done that the first time so I wouldn't have this little harsh line here. Because now what I need to do is ink it so the harsh line goes away. I probably am not going to be able to save all of it, but I'll get the most of it saved. And you see, went over. I did not really want to go over, but I already have. That's part of using the bigger brush. I should have gone to the smaller brush, which is, in fact, I'm going to try that. Dark color, dark color. Here we go. This is the light color. And what I should have done is gone in. Yep, see, I've got more control because I'm working in a small area. And now I'm able to remove that harsh line. It's not overly noticeable, but it's still there. And this is what I really should have done the first time, so I wouldn't have inked over here. But I'm going to use my gum eraser and my little mono eraser, and let's see if that'll take it off. So let's take a quick look. And I'll clean all my brushes. I'm going to put this over here so I know to clean my brushes before I put it back away in the bag. So let's just take the tape off. And I always I put it back on the roll because there's still plenty of sticky on it until there's no more sticky, and then I throw it away. But until then I continue to reuse it. And you see that harsh line right there? That's what I'm going to try to get rid of. And let's see if this mono eraser will work. Let me put this back here. Because again, like I said, you can definitely reuse this washi tape. And I'm just going to wipe off some of the excess ink off of this here. Okay, no more ink on my hands, fingers. And let me get my, okay, there it is. I keep my two erasers. I have a mono eraser in this little bag because I take this to crops, and then I have my regular, this one. I got this in the drafting section, and I think it was Michael's. That's where I went and got it at. Yeah, see, it's coming off. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to take the whole thing off, but at least it'll take most of it off. What I can do is just go ahead and finish and color the whole background, but this is the back of the card, so I'm not really too worried about it, because I just wanted to get the main gist of most of the color off. I'm not really losing a whole lot of pressure. But I'm not being overly light with it either. And again, we'll tell you on this, the quality of the cardstock you're using. I'm using the Nina 110 pound weight cardstock. The better it work. This method works in cleaning your mistakes. I'll put this in my trash because there's a lot of fuzzies there. And see, a lot better. Not perfect, no. But it is a lot better. Now I'm going to go back again with my eraser and see if I can get another layer of this paper removed, because it's really all I'm doing is I'm removing this layer of paper that has a color on it. And the better quality paper that you have is not near as noticeable than the lower grade paper. See, it's sort of fixed, not perfect, not great, but I think I may end up putting something decorative there, but we'll see. But anyway, there's the look. There's my my ombre look, and we'll go back. I'll come back, put this together, and we'll see the rest of the finished card. Thank you so much. I'm come back because I want to just show you on this one. This is a high polymer eraser from Pentel. I think they have it pretty much everywhere. I know they're at all the craft stores, office supply stores, home like Staples, Office Depot, stuff like that. It just says it's a high quality plastic eraser. But what I did, I wanted to show you is, let me get this closer to you. You can see where there's some pink right in there on this edge, and you can see that kind of low streak. Now what I'm doing, this is a softer eraser. It's not as hard as a mono eraser. But I wanted to show you that it is taking off that color from the way it used to be. See? See that? I hope you can see that. I'm trying to stay away from my shadows in here from the lights. Someday I have a little bit extra money, I can get some better lighting and a better camera, but you know what? I'm famous for saying, you work with what you got. Okay, I'll come back to you with the finished card. Thanks. Hey, I'm back. Finished my coloring, and I really enjoyed the card. Here's what it looks like, and there's where I'm seeing my blending. There's the little tag, the little ribbon, and little hearts. Pop them up on some double adhesive foam, and then here's the inside of the card. Hope you can see that okay. But it's cute. Again, this is going to a little 10-year-old little girl. I hope she likes it. And please go ahead and hit like and share. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. We thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the very next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.